something you can't do. And I thought, here this lady's as old as she is and got me beat by maybe 15, 20 years. And if I was to do that, Trey, I would probably be in the hospital in traction for about a week and a half, because she was just, and those are the fun things. Those are the fun things, and you always have your people in the audience that are going to challenge you on something, and you have to do that. Then we, let's see. Oh, I know one that was even better than that. Down at the Kravitz Center down in Florida, mm-hmm. We went to a Kenny Rogers concert. It was his last concert there, and had a little champagne meet and greet thing right before the concert. And so there were several people in there, probably about 100 people. Well, I actually had to pull out my wallet and show the people that I was not Kenny Rogers, because the folks that I was with that had invited me down, they kept coming up to me and they would say, "Hey, these people think you're Kenny Rogers. They want to get a picture with you." Well, did you tell them I'm not Kenny Rogers? Yes, we've told them, but they don't believe it. They said, "Well, we know you have to say that, but we know who he really is." And so we had to do that. And I think it was 4 or 5 times I actually had to pull my wallet out and show people my driver's license from North Carolina and say, "Look, this is who I am. I am not Kenny Rogers. Please don't." "Well, will you just at least sign this for me?" "Sure, I'll sign it." So I signed my name, and then right below it I wrote, "I am not Kenny." But every show has its fun times.
Absolutely.
Every show is unique. It's unique.
Absolutely, it sounds like fun.
It is, Trey. It really is. It really is a lot of fun.
Wonderful. My last question to you is, what is your advice to people who want to be a tribute artist or who want to get into the industry, into this career?
First of all, if you plan on getting in this career because you think you'll get rich, stay with what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You don't get rich. And there's always, and I say this in sincerity to everybody in the field, there is always somebody there that wants the same spot you've got. Mm-hmm. So your first and foremost thing would pick someone that you have something in common, whether the voice, whether the look, and then study them. Make sure that you learn every little nuance that they do. Do they hold the microphone in their left hand all the time? Do they sit down during the show? Do they talk to the audience, or do they stay back off the front of the stage? Do they enter from the right side or the left side of the stage? What do they wear? And you try and emulate that. But the first thing is learn the voice, learn the characteristics, and you have to do that because you're out there to try and generate a kind of a facade. And it's like I tell a lot of young kids that get into this career, I said, always remember, these people probably have not, will not, or never did get to see that star in person.
Mm-hmm.
You are giving them that one-on-one that they really desired if they could have seen Frank Sinatra, Kenny Rogers, or any of them, Barbara Streisand. That you are giving them that type of experience that they can say, well, and I've heard them say it. I'll do a show and they'll say, well, oh God, Kenny sang this song to me. Well, that's great, because they're going to go home and they're going to tell their friends, yeah, we were at the show and Kenny came out into the audience and sang to us and sat there and sang right to me. Well, that word of mouth is going to say, you know what, maybe I need to go, because maybe he'll sing a song to me next time. And, you leave everybody with a good feeling at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, that's very important, to make people feel good and reminisce, and that's wonderful.
And it's I live by a philosophy that Kenny Rogers' mother gave him. At one point in his career, he was really down. He wasn't as popular as he turned out to be. He wasn't making as much money as he wanted to make, and his mother told him, be happy where you are. Don't be satisfied to stay there. But if you're not happy where you are, then you'll never be happy. And I think that's very, very deep, because you have to make the situations. You can't just go in there and say, oh, well, I'm going to do this, and then if it doesn't work, well, I give up. Because there is a lot of failure in life and in this business. You're going to have failures. There's going to be people that criticize you. There's going to be people that knock what you do. Mm-hmm. You do it for yourself. Make yourself happy. Be happy at that point in your life. Don't be satisfied to stay at that level. Desire to move up. But if you can't be happy down at the lower level, then you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. You got to stay happy.
Absolutely. Yeah, stay happy and positive. Life is complicated as it is already. So.
Exactly.
Well, Mr. Sells, thank you very much for letting me interview you, and I'm glad we were finally able to set something up and do this. I had fun.
I am truly honored, Trey. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll send you a link to the interview when I upload it, so you can listen.
All right. That sounds great. Thank you so much. You stay safe.
You too. Thank you. You have a good day.
All right. Thanks, Trey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was entertainer and tribute artist Mr. Tim Sells. Thank you very much for listening. I hope, as always, we gave you some informativity, entertainment, laughs, and just brighten up your day. Thank you very much. Stay safe, healthy, and, as always, God bless.